When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Vols will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense will go to work first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Volunteers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away. On the fake, he had no shot.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Bishop. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Rides the back and leaves it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much as the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Henson. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. Spins away from Watt. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads it left. And they weren't able to make the... They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Makes the catch. It's Staley. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
That's reeled in. It's Smith. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Volunteers are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Running to Green. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Vols moving quickly to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that's a live ball behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Got a man. It's Watkins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll try it over the left side. Can't get him to the ground. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Staley. Push down for the tackle. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. When the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation, goal line, third down, touchdown.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Coming out with it, it's locked. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Flushed out of the pocket. Took care of it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Henson. Still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They're facing a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Takes a handoff. It's Bishop. There he goes. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
To the air on second down. Rushes on him. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of running room. Takes it all the way inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9-yard line, and they turn in a huge chunk play. And the Vols want to move quickly. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Gotta know when to give up a play. You can tell he was out of whack, out of sorts. He's had some success rushing the football today, but nowhere to go. But at the end of the play, give it up. Don't sit there and take those extra hits. Those aren't necessary. Slide on the ground. You're not getting any positive yards anyway. Save those physical hits for those third down and 4th down and shorts, red zone opportunities.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Vols! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the Echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to USC. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third down offensive key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Rebels are flying down the field. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Odom. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Henson. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. A first down run in the red zone. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Back's got it. Looking for room, and he's not going to get there. The defense comes up with a huge stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time to get off one final play at the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford.
The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's...
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. 22 The snap sets up the throw. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. On the move, it's Bishop. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Under fire. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll run play action. And it's incomplete on third down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Here's the pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jefferson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense got really lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Fires to the tight end, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Gives it on the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
They'll leave it with him. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Staley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw. Play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Finds his tight end, and he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Vols in the hurry-up. To keep it in the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bishop. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving. And the Volunteers will have it 1st and 10.
His running ability has been, I think, the biggest key for his offense's success so far in this game. That time on the RPO, nobody open, and he just takes off running. And we've seen him do it in a variety of ways, on designed runs, on scrambles, and even in the RPO game. He's making the right decisions, and he's just too athletic for this defense to tackle.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Bishop. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged on the outside, it's Davis. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he will be denied. The defense creating a wall at the end zone. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. The pull and throw off the RPO. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Henson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Pulls it in. It's Vaughn. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Craver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. The sure hands, it's Vaughn. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So here is the Tennessee offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And with the interception,
this game just changed. Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
One of the reasons I love this defense is because their DBs get involved, and they come screaming downfield. That's a pretty good athlete playing quarterback on that run, but because of the speed they have in their secondary, boy, they were able to get to him quickly.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Vols will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And the Rebels have their offense in high gear. Caught in the backfield, it's Watkins. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 6th play of the drive coming up. Running the red zone, it's Henson. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. The corners are walked up tight. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look at all. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. The give out of the gun. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold offense.
There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. Wide receiver comes in motion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They want that clock to run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. He's got it down the right side. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
On the ground, it's Morris. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick completion to the right. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
And the Rebels to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Craver. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Gets it out quickly.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They've yet to convert on 4th down, though not for lack of trying. 0 for 3 so far. Let's see if they can get it done this time. Looking to the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff. and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.